Good afternoon. Welcome to the podcast where we break down the invisible digital world into plain English. I'm Naufal.
And I'm Yoga. Today we have a two-part special. We are starting with the invisible highways that connect the entire planet computer network, and then we're shifting gears into something a bit mind-bending: artificial intelligence.
All right, Yoga. Let's start with a icebreaker.
Yeah,
For anyone listening who isn't a tech genius,
yeah,
what is a computer network is a plain English.
yeah. Think of it simply as a conversation between machines. If you have two devices talking to each other, you have network. But to scale it up, uh, I always look at it like a city highway system.
Oh, I like the highway metaphor. Expand on that.
Right? So imagine that the packets, the actual piece of information you send, are cars, the router on your desk, or in server rooms. Those are the traffic lights and roundabout directing the flow, and your IP address is literally your digital home address. Without it, the email truck has no idea where to drop your Amazon package of your Netflix.
So when my internet drops, it's basically a massive traffic jam on the digital highway.
Exactly, gridlock at the intersection.
Let's bring us to how the web actually function day to day. When I sit down, open my laptop and type google.com into my browser, what is happening behind the scene does millisecond.
A massive game of telephone. Your computer doesn't actually know what google.com means. Computer only understand numbers, so immediately pings a DNS domain name system. Think of the DNS as the ultimate phone book of the internet. It looks up google.com and says, you mean IP address.
And then my browser drive down the highway to that address to fetch the website data.
Precisely, it requests the data from the server, and the server ships it back to your client device.
Speaking of the faction data, let's settle a household debate. Wi-Fi versus Ethernet. I love the convenience of walking around my house with Wi-Fi, but your street plug everything in. Guy, aren't you?
Look, Wi-Fi is great for scrolling on your phone in bed, but if you gaming, downloading massive file, or working on a critical database stuff, Ethernet is king. Wi-Fi signal get blocked by walls, microwave, even your neighbor or router. A physical Ethernet cable is raw, uninterrupted. Stability and speed is private fast lane compared to a crowded public bus.
Fair enough. I stick to my wireless freedom, but I'll concede that your downloads finish faster.
Freedom is a great novel until someone hijack your signal. With all this data flying through their air and through cable, securing their network is everything.
Right. Which is why we hear so much about firewall and VPNs. If the network is a highway, a firewall is like a security checkpoint at the city border, checking ID to make sure no
Mhm.
malicious data gets.
And a VPN virtual private network essentially build a private armored tunnel for your car to drive through, hence hiding your license plate and your destination from onlookers.
It's wild to think how far this infrastructure is expanding. We aren't just talking about cable under the street anymore. We have a 5G everywhere,
Yeah.
6G on the horizon, and satellite constellation like Starlink beaming high-speed internet to the middle of the ocean or the Amazon rainforest. Global connectivity is become truly obsolete.
It's seamless. It then brings up a fascinating pivot now that we have built this incredible ultra fast infrastructure to move data across the globe in milliseconds. What happens when that data starts taking off for itself?
That is the perfect transition into part 2, artificial intelligence. When people hear AI, their mind immediately jump to sci-fi tropes, Skynet, the Terminator, or sentient robot talking over.
Let's ground its reality. We are nowhere near artificial general intelligence or sentient machines. What we have right now is machine learning and large language model, or LLMS. It's not thinking in the human sense. It recognizes massive patterns in data predicting what should come next.
Right. It's a advanced mathematics and statistics masquerading as a consciousness, and honestly, we use it constantly without even realizing it.
Oh, absolutely. Did you use predictive text while sending a WhatsApp message this morning? That's AI. Did Spotify curate your morning commute playlist? AI, even the software on your phone that automatically cleans up the lightning in your photos the moment you click the shutter. That's all machine learning. It work. It's deeply woven into our daily routine.
But the real explosion over the last few years has been generative AI tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, or AI coding assistant. It has fundamentally disrupted how students study, how software engineers write code, and how creative design.
Okay. It's a massive paradigm shift, but it opens a huge ethical minefield. The biggest question everyone is asking is AI going to replace our jobs?
My tech. I make replace certain text, but it will mostly change how we work someone. Who knows how to leverage AI will likely replace someone who doesn't. But we can ignore the dark side, either like deepfakes and the rapid spread of the incredibly confusing misinformation online.
Okay. It forces us to question everything we see and hear. Let me throw a prompt out to you, Nopal, and to our listener. Do you think AI can ever truly be creative?
I think it's a mirror. It takes human creativity, copies it to a billion of mathematical piece and rearrange it based on our prompt. It's tool for creativity, but the spark is still originates from the human asking the question.
That's great way to put it. And you know what's beautiful? These two massive topics we discussed today, network and AI, are completely condip.
Exactly. AI wouldn't exist without a massive computer networks. To train these hard models, you need thousands of computers in a cloud data center taking to each other at lightning speed.
And it goes both ways. Now, network engineers are actually using AI to manage internet traffic. AI can look at the global computer network, predict a server crash before it happens, and reroute the data packets automatically. The AI is fixing the highway before the pothole from even.
That's incredibly meta. Algorithm fixing the roads they travel on. Alright, yoga. Final talk. If you had to pick one, which technology excludes you more of the future?
I have to go with AI. The sheer velocity of how it's evolving and its potential to solve massive scientific problems like protein folding or climate modeling is unmatched. What about you?
I'm going to be the constraint and say networking. You can have the smartest AI in the universe, but it if it's live in a silo and can communicate with the words, instantly it useless. The highway makes it the city possible.
That's well played.
And that it's all the time we have for today episode of the tech. If you enjoy this dive into networks and AI, make sure to hit subscribe button and leave like. Thank you very much.